Projection of a point on an auxiliary plane. Projection of a point on an auxiliary vertical plane. A point A is situated in front of the VP and above the HP. VP is the auxiliary vertical plane inclined at an angle alpha to the VP. The HP and the AVP meet at right angles in the line x1, y1. A dash and A are respectively the front view and the top view of the point A. A dash 1 is the auxiliary front view obtained by drawing a projection A dash 1 perpendicular to the AVP. It can be clearly seen that A dash 1 O1, the distance of the auxiliary front view A dash 1 from x1 y1 to A dash O, the distance of the front view A dash from xy is equal to AA, the distance of the point A from the HP. The figure shows the VP and the AVP rotated about the HP to which they are perpendicular. The line of intersection x1 y1 between the AVP and the HP is inclined at the angles alpha to xy. The line joining the top view A with the auxiliary front view A dash 1 is at right angles to x1 y1 and intersects it at O1. Note that A dash 1 O1 is equal to A dash O. To draw the orthographic views, start with the reference line xy and mark the front view A dash and the top view A. Draw a new reference line x1 y1 making the angle alpha with xy. Through the top view A, draw a projector A dash 1 perpendicular to and intersecting x1 y1 at O1 and such that A dash 1 O1 is equal to A dash O. A dash 1 is the required auxiliary front view. The new reference line making the alpha with xy can be drawn in 4 different positions as shown in the figure by lines x1 y1, x2 y2, etc. All the front views are projected from the top view A and their distance from the respective reference lines are equal. That is, A dash 1 O1 is equal to A dash 2 O2, so on, is equal to A dash O. Projection of a auxiliary inclined plane. A point P situated above the HP and in front of the VP. AIP is auxiliary inclined plane making an angle beta with the HP. It meets the VP at right angles and in a line x1 y1. P dash and P are respectively the front view and the top view of the point P. P1 is the auxiliary top view obtained by drawing the projector PP1 perpendicular to the AIP. It can be seen that P1O1, the distance of the auxiliary top view P1 from x1y is equal to PO, the distance of the top view P from xy is equal to PP dash, the distance of the point P from the VP. The HP and the AIP are then rotated about the VP to which they are perpendicular. X1 y1, the line of intersection between the VP and the AIP makes the angle beta with xy. The line joining the front view P dash and the auxiliary top view P1 is at right angles to x1 y1 and intersects it at O1. Note that P1O1 is equal to PO. To draw the orthographic views, draw X, Y and mark P' and P. Draw X1, Y1 making the angle beta with XY. Through the front view P', draw a projector P', perpendicular to and intersecting X1, Y1 at O1 and such that P1O1 is equal to PO. P1 is the required auxiliary front view. In this case also, the new reference line can be drawn in 4 different positions as shown in the figure by lines x1, y1, x2, y2, etc. each inclined at beta to xy. All the top views are projected from the front view P' and their distances from their respective reference lines are equal. That is, P1O1 is equal to P2O2, so on, equals PO. If the inclination of the AVP with the VP is increased so that alpha equals 90 degrees, the AVP will be perpendicular to both the planes. Similarly, if the inclination of the AIP with V is increased so that beta equals 90 degrees, it will also be perpendicular to both the HP and the VP. This plane is also called the profile plane PP. It may be rotated about any one of the principal planes. The view on this plane can therefore be projected from either the top view or the front view and named accordingly. Projection of a point on an auxiliary plane perpendicular to both the principal planes. In the figure, A is a point, PP is an auxiliary plane perpendicular to the HP, and the VP A1 is the auxiliary view projected on the PP. It can be seen that A1O2 is equal to A-O is equal to AA, the distance of A from the HP. Also, A1O1 is equal to AO is equal to AA', the distance of A from the VP. The figure shows the PP rotated about the VP. A1 lies on the projector drawn through the front view A' and perpendicular to the line of intersection between the VP and the PP. Projected from the front view and hence called the auxiliary top view. In technical drawings, this view is generally termed as the side view, end view or end front view. Note that A1O1 is equal to AO. Note that when seen from the left, the new reference line and the side view are placed to the right of the front view. When seen from the right, they would be placed to the left of the front view. Thus, the view from any side of the front view is placed on its other side. The figure shows the PP rotated about the HP. The view on the PP now lies on the projector drawn through the top view A. Hence, it is called the auxiliary front view. In this case, A-1O2 is equal to